Hi there everyone. I know I haven't had a chance to speak to everybody after exams, but I'm going to just try and upload another quick video. I did do another one before, but it didn't upload for some reason, so I'm going to do just short chunks of them because I just quickly want to take you through the 10 markers. I know this one was quite difficult, and the one that you had in education was outline and explain 2 ways in which social class may affect subject choice. Now, a lot of you were stumped by this, even though I had warned you it could go across a couple of topic areas. The problem with this 10 marker and what the trend is now that I'm beginning to see is, firstly, we know that there's not an item, so therefore you won't have any clues as to how to answer the question. So actually, if you look at the 10 marker, this can't be taught explicitly. I came home, went through my textbooks to see if there was actually anything that I'd missed, and actually I have about 10 of them, and nowhere did I actually find anywhere where this was actually explicitly written down. So really it's about your interpretation of that question, and this is crucial. That's why all year I've been complaining about you guys wanting spoon feeding. Let me know, tell me how to answer a question, tell me how to do this. Stop asking these questions from your teachers, and you need to start finding your own answers. You need to start thinking. The exam actually is now, from what I can see, the way that they're deciphering the A, B grades from the lower grades is for those students that can make connections and ask their own questions and answer their own questions without it being explicitly taught from teachers. So if you look at what the 10 markers are going to be like in families and households, I'm going to do another little video on this because of the upload times and stuff are horrendous. But the 10 markers on family and households, and this goes for second years too, sitting the A-level paper, it's going to need you to think outside of the box, guys, okay? I keep saying that. You need to think about what we've learned for the 10 marker across the whole of families. And that 10 marker in families is likely to fall across 2 topic areas, okay? As I've said there, so it could be, for example, last year, I think it was childhood and gender. And again, that trend went through to religion. Those of you sitting A-level, it fell across 2 topic areas, and you need to be prepared for that. And you need to be prepared for the fact that I won't have taught this particular question explicitly. So what do? There's not going to be explicit evidence that you can write down sometimes. You won't necessarily be able to think of names that said those things or think of theorists, but you can use your concepts as your evidence base, your sociological knowledge, your sociological language. That's fine for evidence. You can even use general theory for evidence, but you guys are going to have to think for yourselves about how to answer the question. So for example, the outline and explain 2 ways in which social class may affect subject choice. All of you would have had to have thought of that outside of yourself. And those pupils that link things together, link class together with subject choice, and actually talked about subject choice and not gender and not other things which you may have felt inclined to do, will have done well, okay? And that is sometimes just common sense thinking, guys. Common sense thinking. It's like some of you were coming out and not knowing what social solidarity meant. Now, what does solidarity mean in English? Do you know the English language? Question mark? Put your common sense into the exam if you don't necessarily remember what that concept was. I taught it way back in functionalism, but obviously some of you still didn't know the answer to that question. But what does it mean in normal English? You would have got the answer to that question if you just thought about it a little bit more carefully. So anyway, the next video I'm going to do is on how to use the item properly, and the item for your 20 markers, and this is going to be crucial for you. Really, really crucial. You must not ignore that item. So we'll look at that in our next video together, okay? See you then.